4 minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes past the hour. 60 seconds to live.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes, 30 seconds past the hour. 30 seconds to live.
This is Online Tonight.
We're on the air live tonight. 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546 is the number.
Online Tonight.
And I'm here tonight to stand up for the rights of other nerds.
And now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All right. Welcome to Online Tonight on this beautiful Sunday. I am Max Smart. This is Online Tonight, where we talk about tech, pop culture, and more. And more for me includes anything except for politics. I don't talk about politics. There's lots of other people that do that very, very well. So I like to talk about theme parks and food and pets and movies, and video games, comic books, all that great stuff. Coming up this hour, of course, we have our Geek Speak, our Bookmark This. We've got information on keeping Windows 10 for a while. Smart glasses, our review of Leo, Disney Plus, Pixar movie that's now available on Disney Plus. But what I really love to do is I love to answer your tech questions. This started off as the help desk. It's been Online Tonight since the 90s. People call in or email or text or whatever, and then we try to help each other. And that is one of my favorite things to do. Love to do it. So whether it's a computer, a cell phone, a TV, or whatever. Not so much success with printers, except for 3D printers. Happy to help you with those. I'm going to do my best to make sense of it for you. And to call is the best way because then you're my eyes and ears. I always have follow-up questions. And there's a lot of different ways that you can contact the show, but the absolute best way is to call our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. It's the method I like the best. You can also email the show. Very simple. show@onlinetonight.com. And then we have a text voicemail number, 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your likeness. Again, that number, 395 1017. Victoria is producing the show. She's answering your calls and checking for your messages on all the different platforms. Before we jump in, this portion of the show is brought to you by Paramount Plus. It's officially fall, and sports season has also changed. Football is on Paramount Plus, and you can live stream all the NFL games airing on your local CBS station. You can find out all about Paramount Plus, not just NFL, but all the other wonderful things they have over there by visiting onlinetonight.com/stream. Onlinetonight.com/stream. All right, let's jump into a little bit of tech news. As you may or may not know, Windows 10 support will be ending October 14th, 2025, but users can extend the protection through Microsoft's Extended Security Updates, ESU for short. That's a program they have. It provides critical security updates only. So there's going to be no new features. You can't call up the tech support people and say, hey, yo, my printer ain't working. Can't do that here either. So you can't call up the tech support people. And that gives you 3 ways now that you can stay on Windows 10. And there's many reasons why people want to do that. I know a lot of people are still on Windows 7. I even have an old machine in my basement at home, not connected to the internet, that runs Windows XP because I've got some software that just doesn't run on anything else. So the 3 ways is you can redeem 1,000 Microsoft Rewards points. You can sync Windows backup with OneDrive. You might have to get some extra storage, though. You might have to pay for storage. Or you can just pay $30 for a 1-year extension on the ESU coverage. Free ESU automatically available to users in the EU or the European Economic Area for 1 year, so they're not going to have to pay. Ooh, VPN. Enrollment available for Windows 10 version 22H2, or as they say in the UK, 22H2, via settings or system notifications. System extension lasts until October 13th, 2026. Office apps will still work for 3 more years, but will only get security updates. Windows 11 upgrade remains optional, though not all the PCs will meet the requirements, which is maybe another reason why you might have to stay on 10, is because your computer doesn't support it. And that has been an issue for some people with the TPM and some of the other processor requirements. So maybe you're stuck on 10. Like I have a couple Macs here that won't go past Catalina or Ventura. So I didn't get Sonoma, I didn't get Sequoia, I'm not going to get Tahoe without serious hacks. All right, if you are a Discord user, then you should know about this breach that they've had. A third-party Discord customer service provider, and I'm not really sure what that means. Was it people who have access to the computers or manage the software for them? This is vague, and this is the things I don't understand. What does that mean, third-party Discord customer service provider? Who is it? They were hacked, and then the attacker had access to limited user data from support and trust and safety tickets. The data exposed the names, their real names. Well, I mean, if you use the real name on Discord, that's up to you. Usernames, email addresses, and the last 4 digits of your credit card number. A small number of government ID images were also accessed from age appeal cases. So in some cases, to prove your age, you might have had to upload your ID, which would be your driver's license, your passport, or whatever. They may have gotten those. Full credit card numbers and passwords apparently were not affected because the passwords were all hashed, and apparently they haven't figured out how to reverse those yet. The attacker did try to extort money from Discord. They revoked the vendor's system access, alerted authorities, and is contacting any affected users. So if you are a Discord user, you might want to check your email. Impacted users will receive an email notification if their ID images were exposed. Oh, only if their ID images were exposed. Yeah, so if you uploaded your photo, your driver's license, your passport, anything like that, then look for a message from them. They are trying to improve the security controls and threat detection from third-party partners. My advice would be Stop doing that. Stop outsourcing certain parts of your business that have access to things that would be horrible if they got out in the wild. But that's just me. Meta. Meta's got this new pair of glasses. They are $800. They're called the Ray-Ban Display Smart Glasses. They have launched, but there's a weird catch. And I don't even know in my area where this would work. How would I even go about doing this? Apparently, you have to have an in-person demo to purchase it. I thought you could buy it from Amazon. Apparently, you cannot buy it from online retailers. You have to go in to some location, like a Best Buy or one of those Ray-Ban / eyewear stores. What is the name of this company that owns Ray-Bans? EssilorLuxottica?
What?
EssilorLuxottica. How would you say that? It sounds French or Italian.
I think it's made up, but Essilor
Luxottica. I apologize for any. If I said a bad word, I apologize. My Italian is horrible. My fake Italian accent is horrible. I will not do that anymore. I promise.
Promise.
But you got to find one of those stores, either Best Buy or that name that no one can pronounce. It would have been easier if they had just called it Sunglass Hut or something easier. Ugh. So people who want to buy it are a little frustrated that they can't just buy it. Why won't you just take my money? Tech analyst Avi reported multiple failed attempts to find a working demo location in New Jersey. Couldn't find it. Many listed locations on Meta's website were incorrect or lacked demo units. The availability checks in D.C., San Francisco, L.A. also showed very few options. Some Meta Lab locations are scheduled to open in December to expand demos. In December? That's like a lifetime from now. Well, it'll be here before you know it. Meta's FAQ confirms all demo stock is sold out, but promises to double locations and may add online ordering later. Just do it now. Take my money. And then have a decent amount of tech support. And then if you get a call from the same person over and over, then say, your free tech support has gone. It's going to be X number of dollars. And then maybe people will just go to the forums to get an answer. That's what I think. What do you think of that? I'd love to hear from you. 1-800-39-ONLINE. It's online tonight. Stay tuned.
If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
We call ourselves ASAP Travel for one reason. We can help you book a ticket ASAP. For those of you that don't know, that means as soon as possible. That means no wait time. You get through right away. No searching online. Our specialty is the lowest available fares on the big name airlines. You know them. We can't tell you their names. You can fly domestically or internationally and save more money than you could if you call the airlines directly. Our proprietary software goes underneath the hood of the major airline booking systems and finds you the best rates available. So if you're ready to make your travel plans right now, business or vacation travel, we have all the major airlines, always at great rates. Call ASAP Trips and we'll have your ticket in your inbox in 15 minutes. Call this number now.
800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. That's 800-515-4035.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lick and Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are going to love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lick and Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and, of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
All right, this hour's Geek Speak. Make sure the mic's on, the lights are on. So many things to remember now. Geek Speak is where we take a tech term and we turn it into plain English right before your very ears. This hour's Geek Speak is passcode. Passcode. Powered by Anchor. I'm so excited that Anchor has launched their new Nano wireless car charger. This means that your phone is held securely. Miss Victoria recently experienced my current one dangling by a thread. This one's not going to do that. This one is securely right there in view, and it uses the QI2 wireless charging, 15 watts. And what's cool is the charging pad is detachable. And then the head rotates 360. You can tilt it. That way you can find the most comfortable viewing angle. You can check out all the great Anchor products by visiting our site, onlinetonight.com/anchor, onlinetonight.com/ANKER. Now, passcode, it's almost always, or it is, a number, a unique numeric sequence used to authenticate a user on a computer or an electronic device. It's like a password, but it only has numbers. Now, the security of a passcode is proportional to how many digits it contains. A 4-digit password, like you have on those old briefcases, like my dad had one of those, and I could unlock it in less than 10 minutes. So a 4-digit passcode only has 10,000 different combinations, 10 to the 4th, you see, because of the number of numbers, or total digits. Whereas a 6-digit has over 1 million combinations. Smartphones allow you to enter a passcode as an alternative to fingerprint or Face ID. Other devices that use passcode authentication include ATMs, electronic safes, some security control panels. Since passcodes only contain numbers, they are naturally less secure than passwords or passphrases. Devices often disallow access after a certain number of failed attempts, so it'll lock you out for a little while. That is this hour's Geek Speak passcode. Passcode.
Online tonight.
No, sir. It can't be true. No, sir. It can't be true.
All right, that's Ben. Thank you, Ben. It is true. The phone lines are open, so feel free to call the Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And don't forget, you can also follow me on X and Instagram, at Max Smart Radio, at Max Smart Radio on both platforms. Miss Victoria?
We have a listener question. This is an email from somebody called Photo Novice in Dallas. I recently got several boxes of photos from my parents. I want to digitize them, but I'm not willing to pay a service to do this. Do you have any advice on a good scanner to use? Many of the photos have information written on the back. So is there a way to save this or enter it somewhere so that it stays with the photo? I have a Mac, but other than importing photos from my phone, I haven't really used the photo software.
That's it? Okay. Easy peasy. Well, first, let me talk a little bit about the software that you're going to use. If you're going to use Photos on a Mac, I believe that Photos now will embed the metadata into the file itself. So the JPEG or the TIFF or whatever you're using. The old version of iPhotos, if you tagged any of your images, it actually stored that in a database. So that if you emailed that photo to somebody or you exported it into something else like Lightroom or some other photo app, the metadata was not included unless you exported it specifically. So if you just dragged and dropped these things into a folder, metadata wasn't stored. But the new version of Photos does. So now let me talk to you about that. You've got a couple different solutions. If you've got a large number, I like the feed kind, the auto feed kind. And if you want two-sided without having to take the photo out and flip it and then put it in again, then you're going to want something like the Epson FF680W. That's around $550. However, if you don't want to spend that much money, let's say you want to spend $220, you could get the Pulsetech Z300. But the thing with that is you have to then turn it over so that you get the back. And the nice thing about that is you only have to flip it over if there's something on the back. Now, you're still going to have to go into Photos app, find the original image. Let's say it's a picture of like myself and my daughter fishing, and I want to have the date and I want to mention what it is we caught. Right, and I wrote that on the back. So I'm going to look at the back. I'm going to go back to the photo with the two of us on it. I'm going to update the metadata or the tags, whatever word you want to use. And then I'm going to go and delete the back, right? Because that's a waste of space. And the information is now in the file that I want. So that's how I personally would do it. You could do it however you want. The problem is if the front and the back get separated somehow, for some reason, right? So you want to take the information from the back, especially if it's written, and embed it into the actual photo so it stays with the photo. All right.
I have a comment.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I want to touch on this very quickly for Photo Novice. Even though the Epson will let you stack photos, and you can put like 10, 15, 20 in a thing, and it'll boo, 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 boo. You don't want to do that. The professionals, the companies that you hear advertising all the time, I'd be happy for LB to advertise on the show, but they currently don't. So I'm not going to say their name out loud, but there are professional companies out there. They hand feed them. Even though it will allow you to stack them, they hand feed them because it damages the photo less. If there's a jam, it's not going to mess up any of the others, and you can immediately rescan it and fix it. It does take a tiny bit longer, but it's better for your photos, and you're going to make sure that you get all the photos. So hand feed them, even if you spend more on the other one. But if you hand feed it and it's the Epson, it's going to take a picture of both sides simultaneously, and you're going to get two photos. Victoria, go.
Yeah, I have a question. When you are importing these photos using one of these scanners, are you going through like third-party software that comes with the scanner and then it goes into?
Yes.
So it's like a two-step process. Then you have to bring them into Photos.
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking if you just were scanning the photos and you could enter the metadata as you scan the photos, but that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
And that's why you're going to have both photos. And you're going to bring both photos. If there's something written on the back, if you have both photos, you're going to bring it into Photos app so that you can then do your tagging. And then you're going to delete the one from the Photos app. And then just like life, you got to empty the trash, right? So to save the space. Because if you delete the photo, if you remove the photo from the visible library, you've still put it in the garbage. And you still have to empty the trash. Just like life. We used to say data is just like life. If you put something in the trash, you still got to take the trash out so that it can be disposed of, meaning you have to go and empty the trash can. Otherwise, it takes up your space. Hopefully that helped, Photo Novice. Let me know. It's online tonight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new and vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. Sumerian Collection.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
Where do my friends and other students find their voice? We find our voice through the performing arts, along with millions of other high school students. By expressing yourself in a role on stage, through an instrument, or at the debate podium, the performing arts give us freedom to find ourselves, to find our place. The stage is where I can play, perform, and compete with my friends.
Performing arts at your school is where creativity meets courage. Encourage the students in your life to find their voice through the performing arts. This message presented by the NFHS, where we encourage all students to play, perform, and compete together.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Out here, in the middle of all these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. And sometimes, that's how it feels when you're going through tough times. Stress builds up, you have trouble sleeping, maybe your mind is racing and you just don't feel like yourself. So what do? We get help. Lots of people are struggling with their mental health. It's more common than you think. The good news is, there are people in our community who are here for us when times are tough. Sometimes, just talking to someone can make all the difference in the world, so we don't feel so alone. One thing you can do is visit loveyourmindtoday.org for simple steps you can take to find the right solution for you. Whether it's hearing stories about what other people are going through, or finding the resources we need to navigate the stresses in our lives. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
We're taking your calls right now at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546.
Online tonight.
I'll be filling in for the last hour of the morning zoo with my own particular brand of zany antics.
All right. I will work on that in a moment regarding the date. But welcome to Online Tonight. Hit this button. Welcome to Online Tonight. Greatly appreciate you joining me, however you're listening, whether it's live on YouTube or on the radio or on our stream at onlinetonight.com/live-times. I'll fix that. I'm Max, by the way. The Broadcast Bionics Caller 1 toll-free telephone number is available, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. You can also reach out via text, email, or voicemail. The email address is show@onlinetonight.com, SHOW, show@onlinetonight.com, and the text voicemail number is 951-395-1017. Very quickly, the text, voicemail, and email, those work 24/7. Always welcome to send me a message anytime you'd like, very similar to what Photo Novice did. The phone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, only works while we're live. So usually it's available half an hour to 20 minutes before the show goes live. And then you can call up until the last 5 minutes of the show. So you've got that nice big window to get in. And I love to talk to you. Before we jump into our movie review regarding Pixar's Elio, rated PG on Disney+, I just want to quickly tell you how fascinated I am with these Govee neon rope light 2s. I want to get them for the studio. I want to build an Online Tonight neon-looking sign, and these things look almost exactly like a neon sign without the huge energy bill, worrying about the toxic gas, the glass breaking. These are light strips, but they're unique in that they look like neon tubes. And they come with these clips so you can bend their angles, and they've got these corners so you can create your custom styles, and you can kind of clip them and move them. And, I'm going to maybe try building my own, or maybe I don't want to waste them and have maybe somebody build them for me. That would be cool. They come in two sizes, 10-foot and a 16.4-foot. And you can learn all about them at Govee's website. Go to onlinetonight.com/Govee, onlinetonight.com/GOVEE.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater, and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I am Max.
And I'm Victoria.
And we're going to share with you our thoughts on Disney Pixar's Elio, rated PG, now available on Disney+. We did not get a chance to see this on the big screen. Usually we get a chance to see the Pixar movies early but we did not have the opportunity. I think I was traveling. I think that's what the problem was. So this came out a little while ago, and I wasn't able to go to the screening, but we then got to catch up and see it on Disney Plus. That seems to be where we have been lately. Is we have been catching up on things on the streamers because we've been moving around. We've been moving people. We got a lot going on, but so we haven't been able to go to all the screeners. Miss Victoria, tell us a little bit about Elio, rated PG on Disney Plus.
Sure. Of course, this is a Disney movie, so we have some dead parents.
Oh.
This time it's 2 dead parents. Usually it's 1, going way back to the princess movies.
Sure. Okay, here's what's interesting.
Yeah.
Wall-E, no dead parents. Right?
Right.
But Toy Story, no dad. So, I mean, we could go through a whole list. Maybe someday I'll do that just for fun. But go on. Yes, dead parents.
Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Gesundheit. Oh,
it's
she
not
muted
coming.
and everything. Wow.
Yeah, I tried, and then that made
it go away.
Yeah. So Elio is a bright young boy who has lost his parents. He is his new guardian is his aunt, who is in the military and was a candidate for the space program, but felt that she had to drop out because she had to take care of him. And Elio wants nothing more than to be abducted by aliens. He's very, very adamant about that. And he is, he's had trouble making friends, and people find that he's a little strange, maybe. But
so, look, just say socially awkward. A lot of teenagers are kind of like that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. You were, I was.
Yeah, and he and also he's gone through a very difficult time in his life, and so, he feels very lonely, and he also feels like he's been imposed upon his aunt, and he doesn't necessarily feel like he belongs there. And so he tries everything to get himself abducted. He gets up on the roof all the time with lights and messages and all kinds of things. And then it happens. And so we get to explore with Elio this new part of outer space, which is sort of like a council, a galactic council.
Sure.
So he gets to meet beings from all kinds of planets. And they do show in the trailer, some of the different species and the sights and things that he gets to see. He loves it, but he discovers that they think that he's the leader of Earth because this is a place where you send all your high-ranking people.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
All right. It seems like he was somewhat shocked by this. No, he told them. He misrepresented himself because he was so excited about being in space. This was not a surprise because he basically said, I'm the leader of Earth. And so you can't come back and go, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you should be expecting that. You told him that. I don't know if you caught that, but they didn't assume that he was the leader of Earth. He did say that he was the leader of Earth. He could have said, I'm one of them. I'm one of the Earthlings. He could have said it any other way, but he wanted so badly to stay that he lied. Go on.
Well, anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a big adventure. Elio ends up bonding with another cosmic being.
A cosmic being that's known for violence. You can say that.
Right. Well, their race, their species is known for violence, and he bonds with a youngling of the species who.
How old is Elio? 11?
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably a preteen.
So he bonded with an alien space child.
Right.
Whose father is basically a warlord.
Yes.
And I don't think that's there's always a conflict in these things. You know, a good movie has kind of a roller coaster. You get a little bit of, oh no. Disney always starts with the, oh no, somebody's dead. And then it goes up to, you know, this and that. And then, oh no, then there's a challenge. And then it was back up.
Right. And it's about the main character finding themselves and their place in the world or the cosmos or wherever. And, you know, the growth. It's a journey of growth.
It's not about the destination. It's the journey.
Right.
All right. Voice actors, voice actresses, voice beings, any real aliens. I was surprised that Brad Garrett. Where did we see Brad Garrett the first time in a Pixar movie? Do we know? Was he like a bug or no? He wasn't A Bug's Life. Brad Garrett. That's okay. Tell us some of the voice actors. You've got 46 seconds.
Okay. Well, other than Brad Garrett, the main one is Zoe Saldana is the aunt. And Jamila Jamil is the ambassador on the council. And I think those are the main ones that we know. All the other kids are played by kids.
Are you rating it?
I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay. I mean, it's a Pixar movie. I like to give them some props. I think they might have slipped a little bit in their storytelling. I was excited that Bob Peterson was still involved and Pete Docter is still involved, but I think they need to kind of get back to their roots in a way. I'm curious to see what happens with Toy Story 5. I will join you with the 4 as well. We're talking about Pixar's Elio, rated PG on Disney+. Let us know what you're watching, where you're watching it, and what your thoughts are. It's online tonight. Stay tuned.
At Bon Voyage Earns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Urns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvurns.com.
Our research team has found a perfect solution to solve any man's ED problem, erectile dysfunction. Even the word is a bummer. And those pharmacy pills are expensive, but when you call our special toll-free number, you can always buy 40 to 50 pills for around $2 each. At your pharmacy, you could spend up to $65 for just one pill. Our price is around $2, and our formula works virtually the same as the expensive pills. We even deliver them to your door in a confidential package so you don't have to go anywhere. Just pick up the phone and order 40 to 50 highly effective ED pills for around $2 each. It's a no-brainer. You'll save hundreds of dollars and you'll have our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call now to order 40 to 50 ED pills with no prescription for around $2 each.
Call Steelman now at 800-764-9168. 800-764-9168. That's 800-764-9168.
The back seat. Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Arapaho traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. You know, coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people. But now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, All I ask for them in Arapahoe Ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the
right seat. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Online tonight. Hey, bookmark this.
All right, bookmark this, where we give you a website that we hope you find fun, educational, or at least entertaining. And the next two things we're going to talk about, the bookmark this and the next thing, are food related. TacoTuesday.com. TacoTuesday.com. No spaces, all one word. The first Tuesday in October is National Taco Day. And they were only recently changed. It used to be October 4th. So it would always be on a Tuesday. So October 4th is not always on a Tuesday. Like it's October 7th on a Tuesday. The 4th was like Thursday. So they wanted it to be on a Tuesday. And I find it interesting that this is a national holiday, when for me, I feel like every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday, I can eat tacos anytime. It's one of my favorite things to eat. But it's an official holiday. And if you go to the website, TacoTuesday.com, you're going to see the special of the day at major chains. You can bookmark this site and use it as a resource for any future taco cravings. I like goat tacos, and there's a debate on if that's Chivo or Cabra. People have other names. When I can get it, I enjoy it. Oh, recently had a goat tamale recently at a charity event, and it was yummy. So you want to bookmark that so you can see all the different things. It's a great resource for finding taco restaurants near you, and also has lots of taco and margarita recipes. So that is TacoTuesday.com, TacoTuesday.com. That's this hour's bookmark this. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They have done away with their 2 free bags, but they are making exceptions for different levels of the Rapid Rewards members. So it's even more important than ever that you become a Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards member. And if you go to our website, onlinetonight.com/SWA, it'll take you right to the rewards page. onlinetonight.com/SWA.
Online tonight.
No boy or Girl Scouts were harmed in the production of this show. This is Online Tonight. Now, here's Max.
All right, when I was a kid, I don't really think I did a lot of this. Well, maybe I did. We used to play SWAT because it was a TV show that we used to watch, and we used to play superheroes. And we would jump off the roof, and we would jump into the pool from the roof, and we would run around the house off of the furniture. And so I guess we did copy things, but except for cartoons. We never hit anybody with an anvil. Well, one, I probably couldn't have picked up an anvil. Nor did I even know what it was back then. Big, giant piece of metal. We didn't hit each other with.
Where would you have gotten an anvil?
From Acme. You knew that was coming. But apparently, teens nowadays and TikTok have made us stupid. That's what I'm going to say. There is a viral trend that is inspired by the Netflix movie called K-pop Demon Hunters, and people are burning themselves. Children and teens are eating the noodles right out of the boiling pot, burning their inside of their mouths. Then when they freak out, they knock the pot over and they spill the boiling water on themselves. So this is not good. Burn specialist Dr. Colleen Ryan has reported 2 to 3 cases a week at Shriners in Boston, Shriners Children's Hospital in Boston. Children are especially vulnerable because their skin is thinner. They're not all calloused up yet. So the burns can cause horrible scars that will never, ever go away, like lifelong scars. And, of course, there's the emotional distress of being burned. I know Miss Victoria has emotional stress about being burned on the bottom of her foot. Nobody can even see it.
And my popcorn burn.
Well, I mean, I have a burn from falling in the fireplace in Ireland, but, it's just the way it is. The American Burn Association says 155 degrees Fahrenheit water can cause a scald, a burn, in less than 1 second, or just about 1 second. The University of Chicago study found 31% of childhood scald admissions were linked to instant noodles. I did not know that. That's awfully high. Recommended post-burn care: run the burn under cold water for 20 minutes, and then seek help.
You can put it in a bowl with ice cubes and water.
And immediately go get help. So take the bowl with you in the car as somebody's driving you to the doctor. The most affected age group that have been following this trend because of Netflix are 8 to 10-year-olds. So if you have an 8 or 10-year-old, do not leave them unattended with any noodle packets or cup of noodle or ramen packets or udon packets. Anything with boiling water. Don't even let them make iced tea if they're using hot water. There's an old saying. Go ahead, Miss Victoria, say it with me.
Hot water burn baby.
That's right. All right. Pepsi. I thought this was interesting, and then somebody corrected me, so I had to do a deep dive. Do you remember, like, in the 80s or the 90s, there was this thing called Crystal Pepsi, which was basically Pepsi without the caramel coloring, and people freaked out, and they said, oh, it doesn't taste the same. I don't think caramel coloring has any flavor. Oh, it might have a burnt taste. I don't know. But apparently the Crystal Pepsi did not do well. Well, Pepsi's thinking, well, we might try it again, but this time with Gatorade, because it's always got the green and the red and the blue and the crazy yellow that are not natural looking. They're very neon-y, and so they're thinking of getting rid of all the colors. Same with Cheetos. So they're not going to use these synthetic dyes. They might move to natural colors. It'll be interesting to see. 40% of PepsiCo U.S. products currently use these synthetic dyes. Tostitos and Lay's, who Pepsi owns, by the way, will be the first brands to adopt these natural dyes, with naturally colored chips arriving later this year. And dips, I guess like the cheese dips or the quesos and the other dips. I don't think you have to color onion dip, but who knows. PepsiCo is testing ingredients like paprika, turmeric. Just make sure you use a tiny bit of turmeric because a large amount of turmeric is bad for you. Purple sweet potatoes, carrots. That one makes sense to me. Carrots completely wrecked our juicer. Other colors, they've still got to figure out what they're going to do with Gatorade. Pepsi originally avoided artificial dyes, but synthetic colors became popular for vibrance, consistency, and cost, and very competitive space in the drink market. So there you go. If you missed any portion of the show, don't forget you can head over to onlinetonight.com and look for episode number 2084. We also have a store, onlinetonight.com/store, where you can get hats and shirts and tote bags and all that other stuff. And if you're a fan of the show, we would love for you to go over to onlinetonight.com/on-air, and you can support us that way. We've got some great thank you gifts for being a premium member. And don't forget you can catch us on the podcast, the live stream on YouTube, and the stream by going to onlinetonight.com/live. Stay tuned.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"1 minute past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"1 minute, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"2 minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"2 minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"3 minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"3 minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
4 minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes past the hour. 60 seconds to live.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes, 30 seconds past the hour. 30 seconds to live.
This is Online Tonight.
Looking around for the phone number, it's 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546.
Online Tonight.
You're so scared I can smell it.
And now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All righty. Thank you so much for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the second hour of this installment of Online Tonight on this wonderful Sunday. I am Max Smart, your host and tour guide to the world of tech, pop culture, and more. Coming up this hour, we, of course, have got our Geek Speak, our Bookmark This. We're going to talk about a new NFL league, some Simpsons streaming news, and we have our review of the new Naked Gun movie. But I want you to think of me as your IT guy on call. I want to help you with those pesky bugs that are annoying you, making your life miserable. Technology is supposed to be fun, entertaining, educational, and not a frustration. So let me help you the best that I can. And you can ask me pretty much anything in regards to tech, pop culture, and more. We don't talk politics here. There are no dumb questions. And the phone number is the best way to reach us. So call our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. That's the best method. I like to have a conversation. I always have follow-up questions. And that number works while we're live. There are other ways to reach us. Maybe you're listening to the podcast. Maybe you're watching the archive on the YouTube. And so let me give you those ways that you can reach me. There's an email. There's a text voicemail number. And Victoria checks all those during the show as well as during the week. The email address, show@onlinetonight.com, and the text voicemail number, 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your likeness. That text voicemail number, one more time, 951-395-1017. Before we jump into entertainment news, This portion of the show is powered by Anchor. They've been a pioneer in charging technology for over 10 years. Want to charge your devices quickly and efficiently? Anchor has all kinds of fast chargers, including their Prime and Nano lines, as well as their Mag Go, which is their ultra-fast magnetic wireless charger. Check out all the Anchor products at onlinetonight.com/anchor, onlinetonight.com/ANKER. Now, jump into a little bit of NFL news. The NFL plans to launch women's and men's professional flag football leagues within the next few years ahead of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, where flag football will be played for the first time. Commissioner Roger Goodell emphasized growing interest in flag football at college and youth levels and the importance of building a structured system from youth to professional leagues. Flag football is seen as a way to attract younger fans, both male and female. It also, like, I was not allowed to play full contact sports. That's why I was allowed to play soccer and badminton, volleyball, swimming. I was allowed to do those things. I was not, I don't know why I wasn't allowed to play baseball. Maybe because I was 4 foot tall. I don't know. Basketball, obviously I was 4 foot tall, so that was a waste of time. And football, even though I could run fast, they figured I would get squashed like a bug, so I wasn't allowed to play football. But the NFL will be expanding international games with 7 this season, 6 in Europe, 1 in Brazil, and it plans for 16 games abroad. Mexico City will return to the NFL international rotation next year after the stadium is renovated. Australia has confirmed a future hosting date. Asia will be next, but those locations are currently unannounced. Goodell stressed that football can unite communities and promote positive connections across all kinds of different cultures. And in Europe, it's known as American football because in every other country in the world, including Canada and South America, football is soccer. Just FYI for those of you who don't get out of the country very often. NBC Universal and YouTube have reached a multi-year carrier deal that allows NBC Universal's channels to show up on YouTube TV. The deal includes NBC, Telemundo, Bravo, CNBC, Golf Channel, E!, the Oxygen True Crimes. I thought Oxygen was Oprah, or is that OWN? I always get that confused. MSNBC, USA, Sci-Fi, and Universo, which I believe is also a Spanish-speaking station. NBC Sports Network, NBCSN, will be relaunched later this fall and be available on YouTube TV as well, expanding NBC Universal sports coverage. Peacock will launch on YouTube primetime channels in the coming months. No exact date yet. The agreement covers full TV shows, clips, and highlights from NBC Universal on YouTube, and will have films and shows from Universal Pictures Home Entertainment, which you can then rent or buy via the YouTube platform. I know that YouTube has been doing the rental thing. I was trying to find a movie recently, and I did find it on YouTube, and then it let me watch a small preview and then said, if you'd like to watch the rest of it, please give us $6. And I said, I'll find something else. It's not like I don't have 100 other streaming platforms. I could go find another movie that's similar. NBC's library, NBC Universal's library, will stream via YouTube Premium and YouTube free primetime content. Peacock's availability will extend on other Google platforms, including Google Play and Google TV. All right, this one, we've had trouble finding it, and it might be because we have the cheaper bundle.
Yes, I confirmed that.
And so, or also known as FAST, which is free ad-supported streaming. We don't.
It's not free.
That's what. Yeah, it's not free. We have to pay for that, but we get ads, and because we get ads, we can't get this particular thing. But I want to share it with you anyway, in case you're one of the premium people. Disney Plus is launching a continuous live stream of every Simpsons episode that had the Treehouse of Horror in it. And this is, I guess, the first time they've ever done that. They've just taken the Treehouse of Horrors for the last, 20-something years, and they're putting them on this live stream. The marathon features all 30, there's 36, so 36 of them, totaling over 13 hours of content that will just be played linearly, back to back. This is part of Disney's annual Huluween, it's a wordplay, Hulu, like Huluween celebration, and it will be available on the Simpsons Fast channel. Disney says that the channel will include a few scary surprises, meaning interstitials or little breaks in between the clips, because, normally they would have commercial breaks. Four seasonal Disney Plus channels will launch: the Treehouse of Horrors, Hallow Stream, which is the Halloween classics, Villains, iconic Villains, and Waverly Place, which will be Wizards based. So it won't just be Wizards of Waverly Place. It'll have anything that has a wizard in it. So think of Mickey and his special wizard's hat, maybe. Don't know. I haven't seen it yet. The Treehouse, go ahead.
I don't understand the draw of these streaming channels. Back-to-back shows, but if they're constantly going, does that mean that you end up in the middle of an episode?
Absolutely.
It's like old TV.
It is old TV.
Why?
Okay, the same reason why people at work go to, say, YouTube and then go to The Cure and then hit play, and it plays a Cure song, and then it just starts randomly playing whatever else it wants. And
people
watch this? And then like 10 minutes later, you go, 15, 20 minutes later, you go, I don't like that song. So you go back and you change it. It's kind of like that. People still watch like MeTV or...
It's like those marathons that you would, like, on Saturday, they would play all of the monster movies back to back.
Or Twilight Zones?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, you're absolutely right.
But you had to tune in at the beginning or you didn't get to see them all.
Right. You're going to miss something.
That's why I like nonlinear TV.
Right. So then if you miss that one particular word or that one plot device, that might be coming up, then you can rewind and watch it. And when you're on these linear services or these fasts, they don't let you rewind. They let you pause sometimes, but they don't let you rewind. What are your thoughts on these things? Do you have it? Is it part of your service? I'd like to hear from you. 1-800-39-ONLINE. Stay tuned.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new and vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. Sumerian Collection.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. That's 800-908-3082.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Online tonight. Geek Speak. Geek Speak.
Geek Speak. All right, this hour's Geek Speak is Passkey. Passkey, Passkey. We'll get back to that in just a minute. This Geek Speak is brought to you by Govee. I like their new Neon Rope Light 2. I want to build a sign. I'm still a little bit nervous about it. But they make it easy. So first of all, what is it? It is a LED light strip, but it is in a tubular form. So it's already pre-diffused and it comes in different colors, or you can change the colors. And it looks like a neon sign, like you would see in Vegas or at the, I don't know, liquor store or the bookstores in the weird part of town. So it looks like a neon sign, which is kind of neat. And it comes with these different bend clips, and it has different colors, and you can have different colored segments. And there's even an AI lighting bot in there to help you like create these cool effects using your voice or text prompts to generate new lighting effects. It sounds really cool. It comes in two different sizes. It comes in a 10-foot and a 16.4 foot. And you can find out all about the Govee products, including the Neon Rope Light 2, by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/Govee, onlinetonight.com/GOVEE, just one V, GOVEE. All right. Now, Passkey. This is an authentication technology that logs a user into a website without using a username or a password. Instead, a passkey, it logs a person in using their already authenticated personal device or a pair of cryptographic keys, crypto keys. Since passkeys use the same fingerprint, facial scan, and PIN that the user uses to unlock their device, they make logging into other websites faster, easier, potentially more secure. And here's how it works. When you first create a passkey, your device generates two crypto keys or cryptophonic keys. One is private, obviously, stored on your device, and the other is public, which is then stored on the server of the website that you want to visit and is associated with your account. So when you attempt to sign in, servers talk to each other. They check out the keys, and they then decide if it's you or not. Your device sends this solution back to the server, which validates it using the public key. Neither the server nor the device ever possess both keys at the same time. So you have one, they have the other, they do their magic, and there you go. Passkeys can prevent security problems because there's no usernames or passwords to steal. So if you write them down on stickies or in a notebook and you lose that notebook, you're not at risk because it's not tied to paper, really. There are no weak passwords that you have to guess or remember, especially those really long ones that are created with some of these password managers. And there are no credentials vulnerable to phishing scams. If a website server is compromised, it only knows about the public key, so it doesn't know about your stuff. If a user's device is stolen, a passkey login is still required via your fingerprint, your Face ID, or it might ask you for a PIN number or verification code. So there you go. It's going to help us get away from password, username and passwords. That is this hour's Geek Speak Passkey. Passkey.
Online tonight.
Phone lines are open at 1-800-39-online. Call our Broadcast Bionic Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-396-6546. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram and X. I use the same account name on both platforms, Max Smart Radio. You can put the @ in front of it if you want. At Max Smart Radio on Instagram and X, formerly the Twitter. Miss Victoria.
We have a listener question. This one is a text from Annie in Arkansas, or as you might say, Arkansas.
Ah.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Isn't that what it says?
That's what it's spelled like, yes. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials, both for work and to learn more about my hobbies. It's so annoying that all these video suggestions pop up on the screen even before the video is over. Is there any way to disable them?
I have had that same frustration, Annie, and I don't have a solution for it yet on my Apple TV, as an example. I need YouTube to update the player, I guess. However, I did, and Miss Victoria also verified this, it works on your computer and it works on your phone. What it does is YouTube now lets you hide those end-of-screen pop-ups. In my case, I watch a lot of educational stuff about 3D printing or what else am I working on these days? I'm working on drones and I'm working on different switches. There's something else I was going to share with everybody and I'm drawing a blank. Doesn't matter. But then something gets covered up, especially if it's informational, like text I have to type in or some right at the end of the thing. Or there's a code that I can use to get something. They have these little panels that pop up, and I can't see. And it doesn't matter if I pause or whatever, the panels pop up. Well, YouTube is now letting you hide those pop-ups so that you can see what's going on. It actually says hide, and it's in the top right-hand corner. So you can use your arrow or your mouse or whatever to go up there and click the hide button. And I think that is fantastic. And then if you want to see what's coming up or what's recommended or whatever, you can then hit the show button and then you can click on the thing to go to the next thing that you are interested in. So YouTube is also removing the hover over subscribe button on branded watermarks, citing redundancy with the subscribe button that's already in the player. So that's good. These updates respond to user feedback, seeking fewer distractions and to better focus on the content. Right, I can't focus on the content when I can't see the content because the pop-ups are in my way. Creators, of course, can still add these end screens to help promote their videos or maybe their partner channel videos. And so, hopefully this will then still let the creators be happy and help direct the traffic to where they think you might be interested in going. And yet, if there's some information that you need there at the end, you can hit pause and hit hide, and then you can get the information. Tests show that hiding end screens reduce views from them by less than 1.5%, and less than 0.05% of subscriptions come from the watermark button. This is just, I do not have that on my Apple TV, though, as I already mentioned, Annie. So if you want that, you're going to have to use a laptop, a tablet, or a phone. And I don't know if it's within the YouTube app, but it works on the web, right? Miss Victoria works on the web? You just
It
use
does, yes.
You work a web, okay. If you'd like to send me a message like Annie did, I don't think Annie was listening live, so and I believe Annie sent me a text. 951-395-1017 is the text. You can also drop me an email, show, S-H-O-W, show, at onlinetonight.com. And then just real quick, Ring is launching a new feature called Search Party. It's a free AI-powered neighborhood watch feature that will help you find your missing dog. What if I have a missing cat? What if I have a missing parrot? Could I still put in a request through Search Party to help find my missing pet? What if I have an emu? Or, I recently saw this in a town that I visited. There literally was a cow walking down the middle of the street, and people were, have you seen my cow? Stay tuned.
At Bon Voyage Earns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Earns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvorns.com.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lick and Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are going to love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lick and Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and, of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Your car is making a strange noise. No matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Online Tonight is live and on the air at 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546.
Online Tonight.
You'll believe what just happened to me. I was the victim of a radio prank.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's a sad day when getting a man to describe his own behind passes as you.
Butts. All right, what am I doing? First of all, I'm thanking you for joining me. I greatly appreciate you including me in your day, regardless of how you're listening, whether it's on our live affiliates, the live online stream, the YouTube live stream, or maybe you're listening to the podcast or the archived version of the visual show. My name is Max. This is Online Tonight, where we talk about tech, pop culture, and more. And in this segment, we're going to talk about movies in the more section. You can still reach out, get your question answered live on the air. Use our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system. Has a toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. If you're listening to us in any other way other than while we're live, you can send us an email or a text voicemail. The email, show@onlinetonight.com, and the text voicemail is 951-395-1017, 951-395-1017. Before we jump into our movie review of The Naked Gun, this portion of the show is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Want to get away? Southwest has more than 100 destinations in North America and also flies to Central America and the Caribbean, one of my favorite places. Make sure you sign up to become a Southwest Rapid Rewards member so you can start earning free flights and help out with those 2 bags. You can get more information and sign up at onlinetonight.com/SWA, onlinetonight.com/SWA.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater, and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I am Max.
And I'm Victoria.
And we're going to share with you our thoughts on The Naked Gun, rated PG-13 on Paramount Plus. I believe this was also in the theaters, and
yes.
We, again, with crazy schedule, traveling, other things going on, so we were not able to go to the screener, but hopefully we'll be able to do that. Well, I feel like the end of the year is going to be just as busy, if not. But The Naked Gun. Miss Victoria, a little bit of the history of the franchise and what's different about this one, please.
Sure. This franchise actually started back in 1982 with a series called Police Squad. It was airing on ABC. I believe it was a half-hour comedy. And they filmed a season of 6 episodes, and after they aired the 4th episode, ABC canceled it.
It was a spoof, too?
It was a spoof, yes.
Oh.
Starring Leslie Nielsen as Frank Drebin. And the reason that ABC gave for cancellation was that the audience had to watch the show too closely to be able to pick up on all the sight gags and jokes. And they felt they couldn't see all because you couldn't rewind back then.
Okay.
So that you couldn't get all the jokes on such a small screen.
I have a theory, and I think Disney blew it. I don't always think that Disney blows things, but here's my theory. Syndication. They canceled it after 4. All they had to do was make 96 more of them so that it would go into syndication, and then people could watch them over and 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 over. Did I say and over?
You did. Anyway, it turned into a trilogy of movies instead, starting with The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad in 1988, followed by The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear in 91, and then The Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult in 1994.
And Leslie was in the first 3. Was Priscilla Presley in only one of those, or 2 of those, or all 3 of those? Do you remember?
I am not sure.
Okay, but she was definitely a fixture in it. And because I was such a fan of those shows, I picked up on some homages. All right? This is a G-rated show, so I'm going to do the best I can. There was a taxidermied beaver in one of the bars, which is a very famous scene in one of the original movies. Priscilla may or may not have shown up in real life, or maybe it was just a photo of her. You'd have to watch it to see. And there was a couple other little reminders of the past. Did you mention that O.J. Simpson was an original character in
I did not.
1, 2, or 3, or maybe all 3? He was an officer, and so he may or may not have made an appearance, and there might have been a little bit of nudge nudge here about that as well. What else can you share with us?
I had not watched a spoof movie in a really long time, and I really loved them back in the day. The thing that's great about them is just laughing out loud and being surprised by laughing out loud. And I did that a lot in this movie, and that really surprised me because I thought many of the references would be too current, but they really were, just dumb, silly jokes that kind of catch you off guard and make you laugh.
Well, I'm going to ask you this question. What do you mean by spoof movie? Because when I think of a spoof movie, I think of like Scream, Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, etc.
No.
And some people even say that Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Krueger.
No, none of those are spoof movies. Spoof movies are Scary Movie, which spoofs horror movies.
Oh.
Airplane, which spoofs disaster
Okay.
movies. And Top Secret, which spoofs spy movies. And then the Naked Gun series, which spoofs police procedurals.
What was that one with Charlie Sheen as a baseball player? Hot.
Major League.
Major League. That's a spoof, right? In your book?
It's kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, Priscilla was in all 3 of the original movies. I looked that up.
Very nice.
And so this one, I was a little unsure of Liam Neeson taking over for Leslie Nielsen because Leslie was just so over the top with his portrayal of Frank Drebin. And, I'm used to Liam Neeson as being the guy with a certain set of skills, and he's very quiet and,
Well, okay, so I want to ask you about one scene. There was a choreographed fight scene, and I was curious if that's just the take they got, or if they purposely had him put his hand up, and then it took the bad guy like a really long time to make the swing.
Mm.
And I was wondering, did they do that on purpose because it was funny,
Yeah,
or
probably.
was it just the way it turned out? Like there was no way they were going to have him do another action scene because he looked a little winded sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know, but I thought it was funny, and I was actually surprised at how much I laughed. How about you?
Did you want to rate it?
I give it a 4 out of 5.
Only a 4?
Yeah. And
I think that it was a good time. I think it's a fun thing to watch while you're eating dinner, maybe chewing on some wings or some chips and dip or nachos or something, hot dogs, just one of those fun days. I had a lot of laugh out loud moments. I even had to rewind once or twice because I was laughing and I missed the next line, and there were like two one-ups back to back. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not one of the best movies, but sometimes just silly Like Hot Tub Time Machine was so dumb
Yeah, I didn't
that
really
it was
like that one.
that it was funny. And any of the Jim Carrey movies like Mask or the one where he was the pet detective, those are just so stupid that they're hilarious. Dumb and Dumber. I mean, it's a classic because it's ridiculous.
By the way, all 3 of the original Naked Gun movies are also streaming on Paramount Plus if anybody wants to catch up.
All right. So Miss Victoria gave it a 4. I give it a 4.5. We're talking about the new Naked Gun from 2025, starring Liam Neeson. And who is his female antagonist in this one, or a partner, or who is the Priscilla Presley?
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson. Did you even mention her?
I didn't.
Okay, Pamela Anderson from Baywatch.
Yeah, and she has good comedy chops.
Yeah, I was surprised. Speaking of Baywatch, very quickly, Fox has ordered 12 new episodes of a reboot, and it's going to show in 2026 and 2027. It's going to be produced by Fremantle. They're the rights holder of the original series. Matt Nix from True Lies and Burn Notice, he's going to serve as the showrunner and executive producer, along with the original creators, Michael and Greg and Doug and those guys. The reboot will feature a new cast, modern storylines, and updated themes while keeping the adrenaline-fueled rescues. What that really means is slow-motion beach running from the female and male stars. Baywatch first aired, by the way, in 1989. It ran one season on NBC and then became a global hit in syndication for 11 seasons. So there you go. They tried to spin it off in 2017 as, Baywatch Nights. And then there, of course, was the movie with Zac Efron and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Were you a big fan of the Baywatch? I would love to hear from you. 1-800-39-ONLINE or show@onlinetonight.com. Stay tuned.
If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
We call ourselves ASAP Travel for one reason. We can help you book a ticket ASAP. For those of you that don't know, that means as soon as possible. That means no wait time. You get through right away. No searching online. Our specialty is the lowest available fares on the big name airlines. You know them. We can't tell you their names. You can fly domestically or internationally and save more money than you could if you call the airlines directly. Our proprietary software goes underneath the hood of the major airline booking systems and finds you the best rates available. So if you're ready to make your travel plans right now, business or vacation travel, we have all the major airlines always at great rates. Call ASAP Trips and we'll have your ticket in your inbox in 15 minutes. Call this number now.
800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. That's 800-515-4035.
People won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Arapaho traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. Coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people. But now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, all I ask for them in Arapaho ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Online tonight. Hey, bookmark this.
All right, this hour's Bookmark This, where we give you a website that we hope you find fun, entertaining, or at least educational. I think this one is fun and entertaining. Is solveamystery.com. Solveamystery.com, all one word. No spaces, no dashes, nothing like that. The first full week of October is Mystery Series Week. So the 5th, which is today, Sunday, through the 11th. And you can celebrate by maybe getting your favorite mystery book or maybe a TV mystery series. For me, Columbo. Love Columbo. Which is backwards, by the way. They show you the mystery and then they let you see how Columbo figures it out. So it's kind of the Tarantino of mysteries. You know all the information first, then you get to watch how Columbo figured it out. There are a lot of other mysteries out there. If you like to travel and you like mysteries, the site is definitely for you. In major cities around the world, including 7 here in the United States, you can solve a mystery while visiting local landmarks. Think escape rooms, but it's outdoors. Add a little mystery to your next travel destination. All you have to do is visit this hour's Bookmark This, solveamystery.com, solveamystery.com. And, of course, we'll put the full link there on the website. Just look for today's episode 2084. This portion of the show is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Fall means season premieres of all your favorite Paramount Plus series. And if you're looking for scary content to get ready for Halloween, all 6 Scream movies, not the parodies. That would be a scary movie. But Scream, you know, with the scary mask guy. Miss Jennifer was very afraid of that mask guy, and she never even got to see the movies. Those are all now streaming on Paramount Plus. Find out all that Paramount Plus has to offer, including NFL and a bunch of other stuff, by visiting onlinetonight.com/stream. Let me try that again. onlinetonight.com/stream. In the corner of my eye, I see somebody making fun of the way this lady says qual instead of call. So that caught my attention. I was trying not to laugh. onlinetonight.com/stream for all the information on Paramount Plus.
Online tonight.
genetically modifying turkeys so they have 5 drumsticks.
Oh.
This is online tonight. Now, here's Max.
Just in time for Thanksgiving. Let's get through Halloween first, then we can worry about our mutant turkeys. The phone line is still available, 1-800-39-online. Just call our Broadcast Bionics Caller 1 system at 1-800-39-online. That only works during the live show. We still have a couple minutes. Loose mouth is what Miss Jennifer called it. Thank you for that update. Very quickly, I like mobile gaming, mostly on my phone or on my iPad because I'm in the Apple ecosystem. And I have found it interesting that you can tilt it, like for the driving ones, you can tilt it and you can steer. I've done that with spaceships too, where you can kind of, there's an accelerometer and a geo whatever. What is that thing called? The geo thing? Miss Victoria, do you know? Not geometer.
Gyroscope.
Oh my goodness. In the device. Well, did you know they're also in the new AirPods? And somebody has figured out, they reverse engineered it. They've reverse engineered how to get the calls from the accelerometer and the gyroscopes in your AirPods, and they made a game, a motorcycle driving game. It's called Ride Pods. It's now available on the App Store, and it allows you to control the motorcycle by just using your earpods, your earbuds, your AirPods. And so what I like to do when I'm watching a movie is I have a little stand. I don't have one here. There's one over there for our visual watchers, our visual listeners. See that one that's holding up the, you can't see it. Doesn't matter. I have a little stand that holds my phone or my iPad. Well, now I don't even have to hold it to play the game. I can put it on the stand. I can put my AirPods in there and I can woo, 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 woo. And I can lean the bike to make this turn and that turn. I don't know how you accelerate. Haven't figured that out yet. But the player steers by tilting their heads right or left to dodge the oncoming traffic while the motorcycle moves automatically, and you're aiming, obviously, for a high score. That's how these games work. The game is compatible with the AirPods Pro, the Pro 2, the Pro 3, the AirPods Max, and third-generation AirPods or later. I don't know that I have I'll have to look to see what AirPods I have at home. If I have the third gen or better, I will try the game. It uses, as I mentioned, the accelerometer and the gyroscope. They reverse engineered it. And the way they did it was they figured out how the spatial audio works. I don't know if you know, but when you're listening to spatial audio and you move your head, the volume of sound moves around you. It's really cool if you haven't ever seen the demo. The guy who developed it is called Ali, A-L-I, and he created the game by repurposing the headphone motion API. So that's very, very, very cool, and I would like to try it. Something else regarding games, I saw this on The Verge. Microsoft is, according to them, Microsoft is preparing to launch a free ad-supported version of Xbox gaming, cloud gaming. Initial tests allow employees to stream select games without a Game Pass subscription. The service will include games you own, free play days titles, and Xbox retro classics. Internal testing features about 2 minutes of pre-roll ads before the game or the streaming game begins. The session limits being tested are 1 hour per session, up to 5 hours per month. That's all subject to change. Again, not officially released yet, but apparently this is what the internal testing document had to say that The Verge got a hold of. The free ad-supported version will be available on the PC, the Xbox consoles, handheld devices, and web browser. Web browser. Does that mean that I can use my Samsung tablet or my Fire or my iPad or maybe even my mobile phone? Microsoft, according to The Verge, again, plans to make a public beta test before the full launch in the next couple months, hopefully before Christmas. This comes alongside Xbox Cloud Gaming leaving beta, with Game Pass Ultra members getting 1440p streaming. Premium and Essential subscribers are limited to 1080. The move aligns with Microsoft's goal to make Xbox Cloud Gaming more affordable and accessible, and possibly expanding it to other regions, like, I guess, countries. I think when they say regions, they actually mean other countries. Do you want to mention you've got like 20 seconds. You want to mention your new reunion game and how well you did? I'm going to take that as a no. Very quickly, Merriam-Webber launched a new game called...
Webster.
Yeah, Webster. A new game called Reunion. And apparently it's hard, but Miss Victoria did pretty well. She got a 13 on the low end, a 33 on the high end, so her average is about 18. Don't forget, if you missed any portion of the show, please head over to onlinetonight.com where you can check out the show notes, listen to the podcast, etc. Episode number 2084. Stay tuned.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.